The Basement Surge was not filmed in front of a studio audience. Extreme language is used. Viewer discretion is advised. Shirts are optional.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. This is episode 2 of season 4.
4. That's right. You didn't think we'd be around after the second season, did you?
That's right.
COVID can't stop us.
No.
It didn't stop us. If anything, it made us stronger.
That's right.
Because it gave us time to sit in the side and think up more shit.
Yeah. In fact, we thought up so much shit that we're taking it old school today.
Oh, yeah.
We're going back to the table and going back to season 1 and basically really just reintroducing ourselves and talking about a little bit of what we wanted to be when we grew up.
What sparkled in our eyes as children.
Yeah.
What absurd dreams we had that we could do in this shit world.
Yeah. So who knew life was going to turn out like this, but here we are. Frank?
Yes, sir.
To the table!
Let's go! Turn up the volume. From the basement of the Empire State, this is the Basement Surge with John and Frank.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Basement Surge, everybody. Frank, how you doing?
Oh, this is like old times.
Right?
Oh, this feels good. You know what I love about this, though? I could do this
Yeah.
like I used to.
You could chill out, relax.
Discuss life, liberty, the pursuit of unhappiness.
It's nice to be back at the table.
It is nice. I know. I'm about to break out the magic cards.
Yeah, right?
Like, that's it.
Oh, man. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. Hi.
No, I'm not talking to them today. I'm talking to you.
Just me and you.
I'm talking to you
Focus.
today. Focused. Dad, I'm too tired to turn my head.
I know.
This baby.
Keeping you up.
So much fun, but I'm exhausted.
Yeah? Oh,
Exhausted.
well,
I got like 4 hours of sleep.
well, good. I wonder what he's going to want to be when he grows up. Because that's
Hopefully-
exactly what we're talking about this episode.
Hopefully nothing like me. Hopefully he's smart in his youth. Because I'm going to tell him, you're going to school. But Dad, don't you fucking start.
Mm-hmm.
I know that road. What do you think? My mother just shit me out yesterday? I was born this size? No. I had to grow up, live, learn, fuck up, repair that fuck up,
Yeah.
keep going, and fuck up again.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. This episode, Frank and I are really taking it old school, and you can't reach your drink. And we're back at the table. We are bringing this back to season 1. This is the way the studio is set up now. We have this set up. We have the standing desk set up.
We have options.
We have options. We have grown. We're big boys now. So it's fitting to talk about what we wanted to be when we grew up. And this is really what that episode's about. But
well, age before beauty. So, you go first.
Well, before we get into that, it's like I wanted to, talk a little bit about the podcast, because you and I had started this journey right here at this very table.
Just like this.
Not at this table, but another table.
No, it's not table, but not like this. You know what I mean? Not like on video.
Right. Yeah.
No.
It was a much smaller table. It was oval, and it was my old kitchen table, and it was nice because it's kind of making me feel nostalgic because
Yeah. Right now, I'm just wishing we had one more camera so that way we could get shots on either one of us.
Yeah, we need 2 more. We need one for you, one for me. And
I mean, the GoPro works.
Yeah, the GoPro works, but we need 2 more DSLRs.
Oh yeah,
2 more.
2 more.
But you and I started sitting at a table, and it was the first episode where we just sat here and just shot the shit.
In the beginning.
You know what I'm
gonna do right now? Kick off my shoes. I'm gonna get comfortable. Oh God, it's been so long since I put my feet on this carpet.
The only difference is that we don't have cans of Surge right now.
No, believe it or not, it's a back order. Like fucking quarantine. Really?
It's in demand.
Like, what the fuck? I didn't know this many people drank Surge. I was like, where's my fucking 24-pack, you piece of shit?
Yeah. So yeah, we used to crack open a fresh can of Surge every episode. And because we grew up on it, we loved it, and Surge was our drink.
Yeah.
And
then there was Vault.
Then there was Vault, yeah.
Which was a nice little comeback. Well, how many bottles? I bought so many bottles. I just stuffed them all in my mother's fridge. She went nuts.
But yeah,
she's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "It's Surge, Mom. It's Surge."
Trust me, it's Surge.
Yep. My sister didn't know what it was. She opened up a bottle and she drank a little bit of it, but she didn't like it, so she poured it all out.
Yeah, Heather didn't like it either. She didn't pour it out. That's like sacrilege.
It's not for women.
It's not for women.
That's just it.
But yeah, it's like our first episode in the beginning, literally called In the Beginning, was just us sitting around bullshitting, talking about old times, and
oh man, yeah, we gotta play a clip from that.
Okay.
It was so terrible.
We'll play it right now. So for those of you who don't know, Frank and I go back a long time. He and I have been basically brothers since, 1997?
No, before that. 97? I was 13. So, yeah, about 97, 98.
Yeah, but I think it was the spring or the summer of 1997.
Yeah, it was right before summer because I was still going to Shallow together.
Yeah, yeah. And, it was just, it was funny because I never thought that the way he and I met, it would last until 23 years later, It's a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah, it was like I was outside playing by myself like a lonesome little boy. It was terrible, but we sounded kind of good. We had okay sound.
No, you did. We made sure. Oh, you made sure that we had decent microphones.
Well, we didn't have the Rodecaster at the time.
No, we had to save up for that.
Yeah.
It was worth it though, because when we did finally order it, remember, I was on back order too.
Yeah, we waited 2 months for it.
Yeah.
And
but once it came, it was just like
total game changer. But we started out on two ATR 2100s, on the microphones, and they sounded great. Like,
I still have it.
I've said multiple times on several different podcasts that podcasters sometimes don't move off of the ATR 2100 because it's so good and it's so versatile. It's USB and it's XLR, so you can change it up. We started with the USB only because we didn't have a mixer.
Yeah.
But and it was just it was
shitty laptop.
It was connected to that crappy laptop, and it was we recorded in Audacity. And
the Audacity.
And we didn't have headphones right off the bat. And when I had said, Frank, we need to get headphones, you were like, why? I can hear you fine. And I was like, well, no, because we need to hear ourselves. And,
no, it really, like, now I can't picture doing it out the headphones.
Yeah. See?
So it's like, all right. It's just like, why? Your co-host is right next to you. Why? Because I need to hear also because I hear myself.
Exactly.
So I know when I'm,
Yeah. When you move away from the mic, you can. Yeah, you can tell the difference.
In the pitch.
Yeah. So, it was great. So we got these two sets of headphones that we're still using, and
but yeah, in the beginning, this fucking asshole hit my window with a ball.
Oh, you're going all the way back to the beginning.
I hit my fucking window with a ball. It was right in the middle of a fucking Pamela Anderson masturbation session. Ruined the whole thing. I open up the window and he's down there. He's like, sorry.
Yeah.
I went downstairs thinking who the fuck I was, and I realized how tall he was.
Yeah. I was a big boy.
Fuck. But then we just started talking. Because I decided to live with my dad, and we had common ground on that because you were living with your mom and then spending time at your dad's house, at your mom's house. You had a room in both houses because you're an only child. You spoiled fuck.
Well, where am I supposed to sleep? I need a room.
I have a room.
Well, my parents love me more.
My parents.
But yeah, I mean that was really the beginning of us, and it's just
similar interests in video games, music.
It's been downhill since.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I love the background though.
yeah, a bunch of stuff has changed. You know, the walls
it's-
painted. I got some new pictures up.
But sitting at the table, they could really get an essence of
Yeah,
how everything looks down here. The belts are hanging.
yeah.
Free beer tomorrow. Still waiting for that free beer.
Tomorrow. You know me. I'll do it tomorrow.
That's another. Remember last episode we were talking about inside jokes?
Yeah.
It's like, I wish I could play slide. I do
Right.
it tomorrow's another one.
But hey, I remember this pen.
I told Jamie the other day when because we were driving in the car and I heard the song came on. I was like, I wish I could play slide.
Yeah.
And she started asking me questions. She's like, play slide how? I mean, on a drums, on a guitar. I mean, do you want to do a Goo Goo Dolls fucking tribute
Well,
band?
she wouldn't
I
get
know
it.
she wouldn't get it. But I said it, and then I called you right away. I was like, John. You're like, what? I wish I could play slide. And you start laughing. You're like,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah. I do. I do. I wish I could play slide.
Mm-hmm. And at that point, when I called you, she wasn't your wife yet. So I was like, our girlfriends don't understand.
No. Yeah. Oh
But
man.
I like this. This is nice. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, I can stretch a little bit. I'm so exhausted, dude.
It's better than standing.
I need a break.
Yeah.
I need a break. This is fun.
Come on. You can't be that tired. The baby can't.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
You don't remember?
Oh, I remember.
Okay.
I remember.
And I don't stay up late anymore, man. I don't. I need my sleep.
Yeah.
I gotta work. Can't be doing this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kid's killing me.
I know, but they're blessings.
In disguise.
Yeah. Ding.
I know.
Which reminds me, if you're listening to this on a podcast listening app, stop right now and head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and Frank,
Ring that motherfucking bell. I put it on the desk. He wasn't getting away that easy.
oh shit. All right, so like when I was a kid, like I, with my whole heart, wanted to be an animator for Disney.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to be a comic book artist.
That came eventually when I realized that I wasn't going to become
When
an
I met
animator.
you, when I met you, it was a comic book artist.
Right. Yeah. But before that, when I was young, when I was a little kid, I wanted to make cartoons, you know, so I
You
used
still want to do animation.
shit, don't get me started. But yeah, I wanted to make cartoons. I wanted to work for Disney. And, you know, it just, I realized, I want to say like when I was 13, 14 years old, that wasn't going to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
That young, you realize your hopes were diminished?
Yeah.
Fucking life sucks. The man kept you down.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think it was so much that, but it was, I got really, about 12 or 13, I got more heavy into comic books, you know, and then that's where I really started developing my love for comic art, you know, and as everybody can see on the wall, you know, those are all mine. I drew those, you know, so.
Jurgens.
Jurgens?
Yeah.
What?
From Superman.
Oh, Dan Jurgens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know why, but I was thinking moisturizer.
Oh. No. Not yet. You're married now. That's later on tonight. All right? You better take some stock in Bounty, motherfucker. I'm trying to connect with him, and he's just gone.
Yes, Dan Jurgens, the artist of Superman during the 1993 series from when they killed him. Yes, I remember.
Remember Superman's hair in that? His fucking manly chest?
Yeah, he was
curly hair.
He was a real man back then.
Yeah, bro. That's why Henry Cavill said, I'm not shaving my chest.
Like that's why I love Henry, because it was like the Superman from my youth. Straight from the book, you know, like on the screen. I was like, wow. You know, he had a hairy man chest. You know, the only thing missing from when he came back was the long hair.
Yeah.
And the beard. But other than that, it was perfect.
I like that. I liked Alex Ross.
Yeah, Alex Ross, he did a lot of great Marvel pictures. You know, his book.
Well, Kingdom Come was amazing.
Yeah. Kingdom Come, that was his book. He did the art for that. And I follow him on Instagram, you know, and he's constantly churning out like new new pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool.
I remember then we used to sit down. We used to watch Bob a lot.
Bob Ross. Well, that's painting. Yeah.
The joy of painting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a joy for us.
It was, I mean, I remember when I was little, he used to put me to sleep, but
He's soothing.
yeah, he's very soothing.
But I forgot to tell you, I found it. Remember we did last season, we did our episode about Star Trek?
Yeah.
I found the VHS tape of my dad's Star Trek little short movie he made in Universal Studios.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You have to give it to me.
we got to get, wait, you still have the VCR?
Yeah. Yeah. I got a VCR.
I found it.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking epic.
You got to bring it.
That's a tie-in to our episode from season 3 about Star Trek. And I mentioned this, that my dad made a video.
Yeah.
And I found the fucking video. Universal Studios on it. Dude, I mean, they're dressed in costumes on the bridge. There's a whole script and everything. Why he was there without me?
You got to bring it over and we'll put it up on YouTube as bonus content. That's awesome.
I fucking found it. It's great. I was like, Dad, do you mind if I put this on there? He goes, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so it was like 12, 13 years old, I discovered I got heavily into comic books, and then and I started drawing and practicing comic books, drawing them, and you and I wound up coming out with our own stories, our own storylines, our own characters, and 2 of them are up on the wall there.
Yeah, you could actually just see them in the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are ours.
You could just make them out.
Yeah. And
that Batman vs Superman pick is nice though.
Yeah, it's an oil painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not done, so
it's not done?
No. But I remember I think it was for my 14th or 15th birthday. I don't quite remember. One of my mom's friends had gotten me a tour of Marvel Comics, the actual building in the city.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember I went there with my Tick t-shirt. Remember the Tick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that white shirt I had with him on the...
Yeah. I love the Tick.
Yeah. So I had that on, and I was the only kid touring Marvel Comics wearing a Superman hat.
You're an asshole.
I actually had the balls to walk into that building wearing a DC hat.
Wow.
Yeah. And they said something to me too.
By the way, where's my Avengers card?
I know where it is. Why?
Because it's mine. I won it fair and square.
No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I beat that. I won that fucking poker game. You threw it in the pot and I fucking won.
Yeah, well.
And then I took it home and this fucking guy comes to my house to hang out the next day and he took it back. I didn't even know.
He thought you lost it.
I did. And then you had it. I was just like, but you threw it in the pot. If it's in the pot, that's it.
Right.
It's like, I was like, when you're like, oh, I bet my car. Motherfucker, I'm taking the car. You lost.
Yeah. Yeah. I still have it. I'm not telling you where it is because I know exactly where it is.
I want it.
No.
It's mine. All right. If anything, we put it on video. We'll play another hand again. We'll see who wins.
No.
Why not?
No.
You got a 50-50 shot.
No, my card.
It's really not, though. It's really not.
Head on over to Instagram and check out the picture. It's up there. So,
What, the Avengers card?
yeah, the picture of the card. Yeah.
You really put it up there?
Yeah. I know where it is. So.
You're fuck.
So yeah, I'm touring Marvel Comics wearing a DC hat.
Yeah, you're a dick.
And
You're telling me don't be a dick.
and I'm like halfway through this tour, and SpiderMan actually shows up. Yeah, like I got to meet SpiderMan. Like he was in full costume and everything. And SpiderMan actually said something to me about my Superman hat. I forget exactly what he said, but I know he said something to me. Because I remember feeling like a dick because I was like, oh shit, that's right. I didn't even realize it because it was the hat that I had been wearing at the time, like I didn't have many hats, and
oh, that's right. The hat rack is gone.
yeah, the hats are gone. But Yeah, I didn't have many hats at the time, so I had to stick to that 1 or 2 hats that I had. And that morning, I just so happened to pick up a Superman hat. I thought it was comic book related, and I just put it on. And I was like, hey, why not?
No, it's just our rival.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man says something to the effect like, hey, nice hat. You know, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, I feel,
Off. Yeah.
well, I feel sheepish.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, and it was really my love for comic books really kept growing after that, and I never really stopped at it. So I'm not working in it, but I would like to be. And now it's funny because nowadays it's easier to actually make your own comics because you can self-publish now. Mm-hmm. So you don't really have to be hired by Marvel or DC or Image or any of the big guys, you know, to actually put out your own book.
SBD Comics, man.
SBD, that's it. All you need is a drawing tablet, a digital tablet, and that's it.
That's it.
Yep.
I can honestly say when I was a kid,
Yeah.
because of my dad, I wanted to be a cop.
Sure.
And, you know, and now that's what I do. I work in law enforcement now.
Good story.
But
Episode over. Nice talk.
But I gotta say though, there was a point in time like I knew that I needed a stable job. Like I knew growing up, like I needed to have a job that was someday I'll be able to retire from, and if I eventually have children, to take care of my children and stuff. But till this day, till now, I still want to. I love to write.
Yeah.
I love to write stories and short stories and create my own worlds and my own content. And you know, it took a long time to get you with me because I was writing stories with my comic book characters for years.
Yeah.
Until you finally came up with your own and was like, let's bring them all together.
You know, create one big universe.
One big universe.
Right.
You know, and it was great. That summer working with you, you know, trying to build all this stuff together, that was so great. But that's what I do. I love movies and film and writing. I love, you know, I think that I would want to be a director. Maybe not. You know, not for an entire movie, maybe a scene or two, just to like, you know, would I want to be the writer of the script, of the screenplay? Yes.
Yeah.
Would I want to talk to the director about how I think the scene should go, how I imagine it in my head when I wrote it? Yeah.
Right.
You know, I don't know what the proper term is for it, you know, because I know the director does the whole,
maybe an assistant director?
You know, something like that. That's what I said. You're the director. I'm the assistant director.
Right.
Executive producer.
Executive producer. Yeah.
Right.
I got to tighten these. Sorry. Okay.
But that's something I would always want to do. Like my cousin Joey right now, he's in film school.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he worked already. Remember the movie Gemini Man with Will Smith?
Yeah.
That movie, yeah, he worked on that movie.
Oh, nice.
You know, so he's getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something like I've always wanted to do. But one of my favorite poets growing up was Edgar Allan Poe. I loved all of his works and stuff, but it's just like, if anyone who knows anything about Poe, he's so great. You know, a lot of his stuff was really great and really, like, he's really famous for it. But he died poor.
Right.
He really didn't get so big.
That's a typical artist, though. You know, it's like, you know, nobody really appreciates your art until after you're dead.
Yeah. And I always told people that you know, I write. That's what I went to college for. You know, I went to college for literature, for writing, creative writing. And I said, but writers starve.
Yeah.
So.
Well, some do. You know, you got to get very, very lucky.
You got to get lucky. You got to, you know, and, you know, this day and age now, it's becoming harder and harder to come up with a real original content.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you and I come up with an idea and a story and a script?
That's
you know, and next week it's out already, you know.
Heroes. Yeah. Surround sound.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And if anybody remembers that TV show Heroes, Frank and I wrote that.
We wrote that.
Yeah.
We even had the script. It says Heroes on it. Dated 99 or some shit?
No, earlier. 98, 97, something like that.
Yeah, right? But it says Heroes on it. It's about normal people.
Yeah.
Normal people gaining superpowers.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Robbed. Fucking robbed.
But you see, like...
just like an Avengers card.
But that's the thing is, like, when you and I were kids, we had to go to school. We had to work hard to achieve what we wanted to be.
Yeah.
Right. Nowadays, I don't want to say it's easy.
You could become fucking TikTok famous.
Right.
Like that. For
Right.
doing nothing.
That's what I mean. Like the power of social media, the power of
And you know me,
technology.
I'm terrible at social media.
Right. But the point is that, nowadays with everything that's out, it's a lot easier to do whatever you want to do. Like make a comic book. We can make a comic book right now. I have the Cintiq, the tablet. You want to write a novel? Go right ahead. You can write it right there on your phone.
Yeah, you can literally write it on your phone.
Yeah. So, there are so many things at your disposal nowadays, whereas when we were younger, it was work. It was hard work.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You still got to bust your ass to do what you want to do now. But because now it's all up to you. Like you make a comic book and you decide to go indie, then, you have to promote the book. You have to get it into stores. You have to
legwork and stuff.
Yeah, you got to do
and
everything.
my thing is though, like say doing that, right? And you know how sometimes things get commercialized, but it's just like I just recently watched Invincible. We both did.
Yeah.
Right. And the guy who did that, Robert Kirkman, who also did The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah.
But, he did this, and I think it's, what is that, Image Comics?
Yeah.
But it's just like, say you come up with something original like that. And I enjoyed Invincible. I thought it was really, really well done.
Mm-hmm.
The animation was great. The book itself, I've read a couple of the books, and the comic is fucking great.
Yeah.
But it's just like, what do you do when you get something so original and so cool, and then a big company wants to come and say, we want to buy that.
Right.
We want that with us.
See, that's the thing.
But then we bring you in, we think this might be good. So it's like, just because you liked my content the way it was, and you sign me and you give me a big check, and now you're like, we want to change it, but that's not the way it goes. Well, it's more commercial. It's more commercially feasible to the way society is now. It's just like, I'm not writing it that way.
See, the problem with this is that, to take Invincible, for example, right? What happens is that Robert Kirkman, who owns it, who created it, and whoever his artist is, owns it, right? So a company like whoever produces the show, I forget what the company name is, what they do is that they license the characters. They license the story, okay? Which means that they have the right to use the characters. They have the right to use the plot, the storylines that are in the book. Okay. So, but that also gives them the right to create new ideas, new topics, and new stories, because, it's not Robert Kirkman and his artist making the animation, and they're not making the cartoon. The production company is paying for the creation of the cartoon. So, and they own the license, the rights to the
I
characters.
get that. That's why every Fantastic Four movie is fucking shit garbage, because it's like, you have perfectly good source material. We're going to do something different.
Fantastic Four, SpiderMan,
Well, there's at least the Spider-Man movies are good.
No, wait a minute. The Tobey Maguire movies are shit, first of all. Okay.
Oh, dude, everybody loves Bully Maguire from Part 3.
Yeah, well,
I mean, seriously, he's so famous.
yeah, well,
I personally think Tobey Maguire was the best Peter Parker.
no.
Andrew Garfield was an amazing Spider-Man.
No, Tom
quote,
Holland.
unquote. Tom is great.
Yeah, Tom Holland is the best, but the point is that you can see the difference with the comic characters throughout the movie's history, because you have Spider-Man is a perfect example. Okay, the first 3 movies with Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man was owned by Sony, right? And then the next one came out, the 4th one, I forget which one was that. That was
Amazing Spider-Man. It is Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 with Andrew Garfield.
Right. Okay, so
And that's also Sony.
right.
They still had the rights.
Right. And then the copyright ended, the rights ended, and the licensing agreement probably ended.
And then Disney bought Marvel.
Disney bought Marvel, and they brought him back over to Marvel.
Because Marvel made a deal with Sony, and they brought him into Civil War.
Yeah.
But then the other 2 Spider-Man movies were released in the MCU, which is Marvel, which is Disney.
Right.
With Spider-Man being lent out to them.
Right.
And it's because when you go on Disney Plus and look at all the movies, they have every single Phase 1, 2, 3, and 4 movie from Marvel on there, except for the 2 Spider-Man movies, because it's still
Sony.
Yeah. And they haven't let it go on to Disney Plus yet.
Right. But then, okay, so now you also have to look at it from the creator side of view. Okay. Like, okay, for Invincible, let's say Robert Kirkman again, right? If Robert had said no to the production company making the animation, making the cartoon, then he wouldn't have made any money. Because that's ultimately what this is about. You know, you're creating these comics and these characters because you love the universe, because this is your passion, this is what you want to do. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do if you sit on them yourself? You know, it's up to you to promote and to make all this shit. You know, meanwhile, you may not have the money to, send it out to an animation studio in Japan. You know, so a production company comes over and says, "Hey, let me license this. Let's put it out on cartoon. Let's make a graphic novel. Let's make a movie. Let's make some toys. Let's make merchandise." You know, and that's what happens, and that's how you make your money. So, like, if I created Athos, right, and somebody said to me, "John, I want to make a cartoon out of Athos." Okay, fine. But I want to be consulted. Part of the contract is that I get consulted as to what happens to the character.
Like creative control.
Right. I get consulted as to what their story arcs are going to be.
This is why you're my artist.
Yeah. So
but he drew my character.
Yeah.
And he's used him and stuff, and it doesn't bother me because I trust him. You know, 23 years. I trust the man.
Well, and plus we're not making any money off of them. So
dude, you have no idea how I would love to just get it out there.
Oh, so would I.
Just to do something with it. But like I want to make a movie. I still want to make that movie.
Oh, shut up.
I still want to make that movie. I could be the first ever VOD TV special movie.
Yeah. But when you're talking about IP, you know, intellectual property, you know, like art, you know, it's about licensing. It's about permission, who can use it.
The IP, UP, everyone pees, okay? So it's, come on.
Right.
You know, but, you know, it's like, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't think I could. It's like, don't you want to make money? It's like, you know, that's like such a big question. Yes, everyone wants to make money. We all want to make money. We all want to live comfortably and stuff. But it's just like, greed's not one of my sins. You know what I mean? I'm not solely focused on money. I want to create, like this show, like we don't sell a lot of merchandise.
No,
you know, we have a steady stream of followers and likes and comments. You know, people ring the fucking bell and they listen to stuff. But it's just like, I enjoy making a good content, a good show. I like reading the comments and people saying, "Wow, these guys had me laughing." That's what I want.
Yeah,
that's what I want. Would I like more? Would I just took a look the other day at the Michael J. Fox Foundation, our fundraiser for, you know, and it was doing pretty well, but not as well as I wanted it to be.
Right.
And I've tried to spread it out to more people and get it out there. You know, it's just like, and it's not a greed thing. It's just, that's just, you know, I want to see how many people are actually out there listening.
Yeah.
Who's watching, who's listening, who's having a good time. Because I like to have a good time.
Sure.
I do. I love it. You know what I mean? The mission was just great idea, great fun.
Right.
You know, I can't wait for the bake sale. I got so many recipes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince Jamie to make her Oreo cream cheese truffles.
Oh, Jesus.
They are fucking delicious.
Sounds like diarrhea.
Oh, my God.
Like instant diarrhea.
Dude, they are so rich, though, but they're so rich and they're so good. If you don't shit, there's no hope for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if you don't shit, there's no hope for you.
Yeah.
But they were delicious. She made them for me one time for my birthday, and we weren't even dating that long. I don't think she liked me too much yet. But you all people know it takes a while to warm up to me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got, you know, Jeff, Brendan, people. It takes a while to warm up to me.
Yeah.
You know, but it's, you know, it's like it's so good, and I don't know. I love, you know, taking it back to the beginning. I am reintroducing yourself. You know what I mean? But I'm happy you dragged me into this.
Yeah.
I'm happy you dragged me into this, and I love having fun with the people. I love being able to sometimes just crack a joke and go on a rant, but also sometimes talking like now. You know, just talking to two people, expressing yourself, letting your feelings be known. You know, but
Well,
it's like,
I like to think of it like this. If, let's say, Sony wanted to come, or Spotify, let's say Spotify wanted to come and buy the Basement Surge for $5 million, $10 million. I'm lowballing because, you know, we're nobody. But let's say Spotify came and wanted to buy us for like $10 million. I would sell. I really would.
But isn't there a way to sell with royalties?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things you could do. You know, you can say, all right, well, that depends on the terms of the agreement. Like, okay, you know, do we still get to do the show? Or do they replace us? Are they just buying the name?
Are they hiring a new John and Frank?
Right. You know, do I get royalties off of, you know, however many downloads?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to sell. I'd really want to read through it all.
Frank, 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yes. You've said that many times.
That's my point.
So does that mean you're going to sell me the script?
No.
Come on. No. What happened to the whole 10% of something?
That's mine. I will die with that.
I'm going to put it in your fucking casket.
Yeah.
I'm going to slap you right in the fucking balls with it, too, just to make sure you're dead.
No.
When people say, what do you do? As I'm taking off his shoes while you're laying in the casket, what are you doing? Just making sure. If I tickle his feet and he doesn't move, he's dead.
Yeah. But, you know, this podcasting journey has opened up a lot of doors, you know.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. It really is a blast.
I love it. I love the people we've met. I'm hoping to get some of them back in this season.
Yes.
I really do. I fucking miss them.
Yeah.
I know I miss Brendan. I miss Jeff, you know. And who's the one I like?
Sean.
From
Dad in Iraq.
Sean.
Yeah.
It was Sean and Chris, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Chris is the asshole.
Wow, you make one Green Lantern comment.
That's it. You're dead.
Blackballed for life.
Oh, God. You're blackballed from this fucking surge. That's it. The only time he's coming on this surge is when I'm not around.
Yeah.
That's it.
A lot of people do that.
Takes a while to warm up to me.
Frank, it's about that time. What do you think?
Fuck yes.
Let's see. This segment of the Basement Surge is brought to you by PODDEX.
That was very nice.
Head on over to PODDEX.com. Use the code BASEMENT10 for 10% off your purchase. All right. What do we got here? I just picked the basic interview deck. Now, this is from the new decks that PODDEX just released. This is the 4th edition interview
I was
deck.
say, is that 3rd edition or 4th edition?
4th. It's the 4th edition, brand new, hot off the presses.
I got the How Dare You deck, which I like the way it looks because it's got pinstripes, like, you know, like old school baseball uniform.
Yeah, it's really cool. These decks are awesome. This picture's on our Instagram. If you want to head over, we've been posting all the time, live shows, pictures, videos, everything, you name it, it's there. Head on over to Instagram and give us a follow at Basement Surge. What do you got, Frank?
This one's good. What is the worst thing that anyone has ever said about you? There's so many.
The worst thing, like insulting wise?
The worst thing, John. That's what worst means.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had a big head. Like a little kid, like 3. I was born with a big head.
Me and Mikey used to call you Big Head all the time.
Yeah. Never liked it.
I know.
I'm surprised I'm still friends with you. What about you?
Oh, man. I've been called rude, crude, obscene, piece of shit.
That's nothing new.
But one of the worst things that's ever been said to me was I was told by someone who shall not be named.
Okay. I think it's better that way.
Yeah. That even though I was working like my ass off and taking care of things and doing what I had to do as a father and everything to quote unquote be a man or do more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, like that to me, that deserves a punch in the face. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. That could be anybody. It really could. It could be your mom. It could be your dad. Could be an ex. Could be your kids. It literally could have been anybody.
No, it was my kids. I made them my own. I hit that motherfucker.
All right. So from the 4th edition interview deck, what instantly makes you not like another person?
I don't know. I guess maybe a holier than thou attitude. You know, like a narcissistic, like my shit don't stink attitude. That's a turn off for me.
That's a very good one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Although, you know, I don't know what it is, but there are some people where it's like, as soon as I see your face, I don't like you.
Some people have faces like that.
Yeah.
I have a
You ever get that?
I have a face like that.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm gonna do one more.
All right.
Have you ever stolen something from a store?
Yes.
Me too.
Candy.
Candy?
Yeah, from the corner store over here, Abby's.
You robbed Abby? How you fucking rob Abby? Not even that. You robbed Abby? You didn't get me a fucking bucket?
No, the bucket is on the counter. That's too high. He sees that.
Oh.
I couldn't take the bucket.
But would you have taken the bucket?
Yes. For you, I would have.
Thank you.
No, I stole. I used to steal candy a couple times from Abby, and then this one time, I'm not proud of it. Don't steal, kids. But I stole. I think you were with me, where at Toys R Us when I stole the SpiderMan web blaster that attaches to your wrist.
No, I wasn't with you for that.
I know Mike was. Mike was definitely there, but I could have sworn you were there too. But yeah, I thought it was slick, and it was wintertime, or at least fall. It was cold out, and we had jackets on, and I seen the Spider-Man web blaster with the canisters that you put in. You know,
the silly string.
The silly string one, yeah. And I attached it to my wrist in the store, and I put, in my sleeve, my jacket went over it. So when we got out, when me and Mike were leaving, we were literally running out because we were stupid. We were idiots. Mike knew I had it on me. And we were running out of Toys R Us. A plainclothes security guard comes running after us, stops me, and he searches me. He's like, you guys steal anything? I'm like, no. He's like, well, I need to search you.
He can't do that.
Yeah, well, I was like, all right, go ahead. I opened my jacket. I let him pat me down. I'm like, I got nothing. I'm holding my jacket open like this. Meanwhile, the thing's on my wrist, and it's covering it, and my sleeve is up, so it's covering it. And he pats me down. He checks my pockets. I empty my pockets. Nothing. He's like, all right. And he lets me go. And I had the whole time I had it on my wrist. I got lucky.
You got real lucky.
Yeah. But I think that was the last time I ever stole anything.
Yeah. Stolen anything from a store. I got accused of it.
No. Did you ever steal anything?
Not that I can think of.
Wow. Come on, everybody steals something.
No, I mean, I used to raid my dad's cash register a lot. That's my dad. It's not a store.
That doesn't count.
No. But if I really think back and think a lot about it,
I know what you stole. You stole my Superman action figure.
that's not a store. You stole my Avengers card.
It's my card.
You lost it. You lost it in a game of poker. You fucking threw it in the pot thinking you were hot shit, and you fucking lost.
Yeah.
But no.
You never stole anything?
Not that I could think of.
Wow. Everybody steals something at some point in their life.
No, I found the money on the floor inside of a store, picked it up and taken it, but that's not the same.
No. You ever take anything off the shelves and put it in your pocket, or
No.
under your jacket, under your shirt? Or...
No. I think it's because my dad was a cop, so I was terrified. Because if I get caught, it's going to fuck me up so bad.
Yeah.
And the fact is, he's a cop, so the other cops will just look away while he kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. They turn the cameras off.
Beat that motherfucker there. Take me home. My mother goes, what happened to him? Man, your son going then slipped on some stairs.
Oh, man. All right, Frank, you know what this music means. The episode is over.
It means it's time for a nap for Daddy. Tired.
Time for you to go home. Get the fuck out.
Going to bed.
All right, everybody. If you liked today's questions during the PODDEX segment, head on over to PODDEX.com and get your own decks. Use the code BASEMENT10 for 10% off your purchase. Any decks that you guys buy, any physical decks that you buy, will be available in the PODDEX app on your phone.
Them digitally.
Yeah, and you get them digitally. There are way more decks on the app, so go check that out. But head on over to PODDEX.com, use the code BASEMENT10 for 10% off your purchase.
And like John said, 10% of something.
It's better than nothing. It's better than 100% of nothing.
That's right.
Oh, man. All right. If you want to listen to previous episodes of The Basement Surge, head on over to thebasementsurge.com, where all of our episodes are there, our videos, our blog. You can read our blog. Frank and I are writing little articles about what we like and putting it up on the blog, so go check that out.
Our comic strip, also, new strips will be coming out soon.
Yes.
I'm so tired.
And of course, if head on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and Frank,
ring that motherfucking bell.
That's right. All right, everybody, we'll see you next week where Frank doesn't steal anything anymore.
Let's go. Turn up the volume. From the basement of the Empire State, this is the Basement Surge with John and Frank.